Have you ever closed your eyes and pictured Paris? I know I have. There's something about the very thought of Paris that stirs the imagination, even if you've never set foot there. It's as if the city exists in a world between dreams and reality, calling to us from afar. It's a city that lives in our minds long before we ever step foot there. The anticipation builds with every story we hear, every photograph we see, and every tale of adventure that finds its way to us. We see it in movies, read about it in books, and dream about it, the city of love, the city of lights. Paris is a backdrop for countless stories, a place where anything seems possible, and where every street corner feels like a scene from a film. You imagine yourself strolling along the Seine, the Eiffel Tower sparkling in the distance. The gentle breeze carries the scent of fresh bread and blooming flowers, and the city's lights shimmer on the water's surface. This is the Paris we're all sold, romance, adventure, and beauty at every turn. It's a place where lovers walk hand in hand, where every boulevard is lined with history and charm, and where every café promises a new story. The dream is powerful, built on moments we've never had but feel like we know. It's a collective fantasy, woven from the hopes and wishes of millions who long to experience its magic. We can almost taste the croissants, hear the accordion, and feel the cobblestones beneath our feet as we wander through narrow streets, and see ourselves at a cafe, watching the world go by. The clink of coffee cups, the laughter of friends, and the gentle hum of conversation fill the air, making us feel like we belong, even from afar. Paris is more than a city. It's an idea, a promise of art, history, and pure joy. You picture the Louvre, Notre Dame, and the masterpieces that have inspired generations. And Montmartre, living history on every corner, artists painting in the open air, the white domes of Sacré-Cœur watching over the city, and the sense that creativity is always just around the bend. And of course the food, rich stews, delicate pastries, crusty baguettes, and endless cheese. Every meal is a celebration, every bite a memory in the making. The dream of Paris is a feast for all the senses. The colors of the markets, the aroma of fresh coffee, and the taste of something new and wonderful with every meal. This is the Paris that travelers pack their bags for, full of excitement and high expectations. It's the city that calls to us, promising adventure, discovery, and a chance to live out our dreams. It's the perfect place to start our journey, a city that invites us to dream, to explore, and to fall in love with life all over again. Arriving in Paris feels like stepping into a postcard. You turn a corner and there it is, the Eiffel Tower, more magnificent than you imagined. You walk along the Seine, see couples taking photos, families laughing, friends sharing wine. Every street in Le Marais or Saint-Germain-des-Prés reveals hidden gardens and charming shops. You wander without a map, letting curiosity guide you. The city invites you to get lost and discover its magic. You visit the Arc de Triomphe, climb to Sacré-Cœur for a breathtaking view, and finally see the Mona Lisa at the Louvre. These iconic moments connect you to something bigger. And then, the cafes. You sit at a tiny table, order a café crème and pain au chocolat, and watch stylish Parisians pass by. The waiter brings your order with a nod, and you savor every bite. You think, I'm really in Paris. It's a simple moment, but it's pure bliss. This is the Paris you've always dreamed of. After the initial magic, reality sets in if you stay a little longer. Suddenly, Paris isn't just a backdrop, it's a real city where people live, work, and deal with daily routines. Apartments are tiny, old buildings mean lots of stairs, and quirks become part of daily life. The language barrier gets real when you need to explain a problem or navigate bureaucracy. Frustration turns into motivation to learn and adapt. You start celebrating small victories, like a successful conversation in French. The city's pace is fast, Parisians work hard, rush for the metro, and don't linger over long lunches every day. Life has a rhythm, groceries, laundry, bills. It's not always glamorous, but it's real. These are the parts of Paris that don't make it into the travel brochures, but they're essential to understanding the city's true heart. The dream and reality blend, and a different kind of adventure begins. You start to see Paris as more than a fantasy. You see it as a place where real life happens. Living in Paris means embracing the morning ritual at the boulangerie. As the city slowly wakes, the scent of baking bread drifts through the narrow streets, drawing people from their apartments and into the heart of the neighborhood. The bakery isn't just for bread, it's the heart of the neighborhood. Here the day begins with a sense of anticipation, as locals gather not only for their daily bread, but for a moment of connection. You join your neighbors in line, sharing a quiet connection. There's a gentle camaraderie in the air, a shared understanding that this simple act is part of what makes Paris feel like home. The smell of fresh bread and pastries is irresistible. Golden croissants, crisp baguettes, and delicate pains au chocolat line the shelves, each one a small work of art. You learn to order your favorites, a flaky croissant, a pain au chocolat, or a tradition baguette. Over time, you discover the subtle differences between each bakery's specialties, and maybe even develop a loyalty to your local spot. The baker starts to recognize you, greeting you with a smile and maybe even your usual order. These small gestures make you feel seen, and soon, you're no longer just another face in the crowd. These small moments make you feel like you belong. The simple act of being remembered, of exchanging a few words, turns a routine errand into something meaningful. You're not just a customer, you're part of the community. The boulangerie becomes a place where stories are shared, where laughter echoes, and where the rhythm of daily life is celebrated. Walking home with a warm baguette tucked under your arm, you break off the quignon to munch on the way. It's a small tradition, but one that feels uniquely Parisian, connecting you to generations before. It's a simple pleasure, but it's deeply satisfying. The first bite, still warm, is a reminder to savor the little things. These rituals set the tone for your day. Whether enjoyed at a bustling cafe or in the quiet of your apartment, they bring a sense of comfort and joy that lingers long after breakfast is over. Even in a big city, life is made up of small, beautiful moments. It's in these everyday encounters that the true spirit of Paris reveals itself. It's not about grand gestures, but the comfort of routine and the warmth of connection. The simple act of sharing bread or a smile can turn strangers into friends. This is the real Parisian life. It's woven from countless small interactions, each one adding a thread to the fabric of the community, and it's sweeter than any postcard because it's lived every single day. If the boulangerie is the heart, the metro is Paris's lifeblood. Millions ride it daily, from every walk of life. As a tourist, it's a way to see the sights. As a resident, it's essential. At first, the map is a maze, but soon you know the lines, the busy stations, and the unwritten rules. Stand right on the escalator, give up your seat, and keep the flow moving. Rush hour is crowded and hot, but you adapt. Sometimes a musician's song brightens your commute. You witness small acts of kindness. Directions given, seats offered. Everyone is alone together, sharing the journey. The metro is the great equalizer. Students, bankers, artists, all on the same train. It's not glamorous, but it's real Paris. It reminds you you're part of something bigger. The metro is a daily lesson in patience, connection, and city life. It's where you see the city's true diversity. And it's an experience you'll never forget. The outdoor market is one of Paris's greatest joys. Every neighborhood has one, bursting with color and life. The produce is arranged like art, tomatoes, eggplants, lemons, all vibrant and fresh. Vendors call out, offering samples and sharing tips. The market is alive with chatter, laughter, and the crinkle of paper bags. The smells are intoxicating. Ripe fruit, earthy mushrooms, pungent cheese, and roasting chicken. Shopping here is interactive. You talk to vendors, ask what's best, and get advice. You build relationships with people passionate about their food. The market connects you to the seasons and the land. It's a ritual that grounds you in the city. Every visit is a sensory adventure. It's more than shopping, it's pure joy, and it's a taste of the real Paris. Paris is energetic, but sometimes you need a break from the crowds. The secret is finding quiet corners, peaceful escapes hidden in the city. Parks and gardens, both grand and small, offer space to breathe and reflect. Neighborhood squares and hidden gardens reveal local life. Children playing, friends chatting, students studying. Even cemeteries like Père Lachaise become tranquil sculpture parks, perfect for a contemplative walk. The riverbanks and Canal Saint-Martin offer relaxed spots to read, picnic, or watch boats drift by. These escapes are how you make the city your own. They're as important as the monuments. In these quiet places you build a personal relationship with Paris. You find balance in the city's rhythm. It's where you recharge and fall in love with Paris all over again, and it's how you truly belong. Every big city has its annoyances, and Paris is no exception. French bureaucracy can be a maze, forms, appointments, and endless patience required. The crowds can be overwhelming, especially in summer. You learn to plan outings early or off-season to avoid the rush. Cultural differences can be tricky. Parisians may seem reserved, but a simple bonjour changes everything. These annoyances become part of the experience. They add grit and texture, making the beautiful moments sweeter. Overcoming frustrations makes you feel more like a local. It's a sign you're not just a visitor anymore. You're living the real Paris, with all its quirks. And you love it, maybe even more because of them. The challenges are part of the city's charm. They make the love for Paris deeper and more real. In the end, Paris is more than the dream you started with. It's a city that seeps into your soul, changing you in ways you never expected. The first time you see the city wake up, you realize it's not just a place on a map, it's a living story, unfolding every day. It's not just postcards and monuments, it's a living, breathing city. The rhythm of footsteps on cobblestones, the hum of scooters weaving through traffic, the aroma of fresh bread drifting from a corner bakery, these are the real Paris. The Eiffel Tower sparkles at night, but the metro is crowded in the morning. There's a contrast between the city's iconic beauty and its everyday hustle, and both are equally important. There's beauty and frustration, magic and reality. Paris is a city of contradictions, where quiet moments and chaos exist side by side, making every day unpredictable and full of surprises. To love Paris, you need both your heart and your eyes. You have to see beyond the surface, to the stories and emotions woven into every street and every face you pass. The dream doesn't disappear, it becomes richer and more meaningful. Over time, the city's history and your own memories blend together, creating something entirely new. The real magic is in the people and daily rhythms. A greeting from your baker, the familiar faces at your favorite cafe, the gentle nods exchanged with neighbors on your street. A smile on the bus, laughter in the park, the sound of children playing under the chestnut trees. These are the moments that make Paris feel like home. These small moments can't be captured in a photo. They're a feeling you carry with you. They're the warmth that lingers long after you've left the city streets behind. Paris becomes home, not just a destination. It's where you find comfort in the ordinary and joy in the unexpected. So come for the dream, but stay for the reality. The city welcomes you with open arms, inviting you to become part of its story. Wander off the main streets, get a little lost, try your French, and watch the city unfold. Every corner holds a new adventure, every encounter a new lesson. Let Paris show you its true self, with all its beauty and imperfections. The city's soul is found in its contrasts, its resilience, and its endless creativity. That's where you'll find the real Paris, a city that stays with you forever. Its memories become part of who you are, shaping your dreams long after you leave. And if you see me, say hello. Because in Paris, every connection matters, and every shared moment is a treasure. Let's go get a croissant. After all, the best way to experience Paris is together, one delicious bite at a time.